kogeT. He is the Polish powerhouse. I know I say powerhouse a lot, it's an alliteration, it feels good. The UK doesn't have air conditioning, really. We have it, but in like office buildings. Like houses don't have it at all, it's horrible. But you know what, this is going to be a great TVP. I was hot already, and this game is going to make me even hotter. This is going to be a great TVP, and it's going to be on Triathlon. Now Triathlon, a very cool 3-player map from the PD Pop MSL in 2009. We saw an amazing TVP between Free and Higher on this map, where we saw a lot of nukes being used by Higher as well as Lockdown as well. If you haven't seen that game from the MSL, go back and watch it. You do not know what you're missing. It's one of the best games of Brood War ever played. And hopefully we'll see a repeat of that here on Triathlon as we see Noob face off against kogeT for SouL and Net Wars as we move on to our fourth and possibly final game of today. There could be an ace match as well. I'm not sure how this game plays. Now, of course, Noob is a very strong PvTer, but kogeT is no slouch when it comes to TVP. And as we move on to the game now, we are going to see how this game is going to play out. Okay, so starting us off this time in the left-hand side of your screen in the 8 o'clock position of this 3-player map, it's going to be the Brown Protoss. Fighting for SouL, it's Noob. Now his opponent spawning in the bottom right-hand 4 o'clock position. It's going to be the captain of Net Wars himself, going to be looking to pull his team into that ace match off the back of the walkover. It's going to be kogeT. Now thank you very much for the host, Holy Brood War, the one viewer. Welcome to you and your viewer, of course. This is the STPL. It's a tournament.
He's dead, Jim.
Thank you very much, Herbie. That means a lot. I don't know how much you've donated, but any amount does help me a huge amount, so thank you very, very much. But this is the STPL, if you're just tuning in, and we do have kogeT going for a Rax in the middle of the map, looking to be a little bit cheesy here against his Protoss opponent, maybe trying to get that quick win as he wants to make it to the ace match. It's going to be kogeT. Now, if you don't know, kogeT recently become a father, so congratulations to him. At least I think he's become a father now, either that or his wife's pregnant. I think he did have the baby though, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. But still, congratulations either way. And it's going to be a BBS here for kogeT. What an amazing start to this game. And is Noob going to be able to scout this? It looks like he's going to scout 12 o'clock first. So he could be missing this out, but thank you very much for the $10 donation, Herbie, or £10, whatever you donated, and it does mean a hell of a lot to me, so thank you very much, and it's good to see you back in the scene as well. I wasn't active back in 2003 when you were in the WCG finals, so I don't really know too much about you, but I'm really looking forward to learn your new legacy in the STPL here. Oh, it's his second child, okay. Well, he's become a father again, so congratulations to him. I know he's been very, very busy with that. But looks like Noob isn't going to scout this. Now, kogeT is going to scout last as well, but that does mean that Noob at least is going to have trouble scouting him out. Now, Noob is looking around for something. I think he's checking for a hidden base and things like that. If you don't know this map, these are actually hidden eggs. They're cloaked by the Arbiter. Now, Noob could actually be going for his own proxy of like a pylon, but here we go. Looks like we have the Marines are pulled. Are we going to see a bunker at the top of the ramp here by kogeT? It's going to be straight on top of the gateway. The Cybernetic core isn't done. It's only just now finished, and this could be a lot of damage coming down from kogeT. Can he bring his team into the ace match? Is Noob going to be able to hold on to this? He's got the probe drill though, and what a fantastic probe drill this is. Gets a Marine straight away. But kogeT is doing a hell of a lot of damage. He's pulled down their SCV. Another Marine does go down though. 4 or 5 probes have gone down. 6 probes now. And that's a lot of damage being done. The bunker's done at the top of the ramp. And I think kogeT may have just done it. I don't know how Noob is going to be able to hold on to this. But he's going to do his absolute best. He may be called a noob, but he's not a noob whatsoever. but really nice repairing going down on the SCVs. This is a great, very well executed attack by kogeT, and is this going to work? Is he going to be able to leapfrog bunkers, or is these Dragoons, when range, going to be able to finish? Are they going to be able to hold on? He's adding on a gateway at the back of his base. He knows this gateway is going to go down. He's trying to squeeze out another Dragoon. Can he get out in time? Yes, he can. Only just, though. A little bit of mis-targeting by kogeT there. Going to cost him a little bit of a bigger advantage than he can. But he can certainly still win this. It's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be 2 Dragoons against pure Marines in a bunker. This is going to be very, very hard. Now, what's kogeT doing back at home? He's still not added on any gas. He is fully all in on this. He's still adding on Marines out of both of his barracks. He's added on a very, very close bunker. Going to be able to add on another one as well. Can he get the Cybernetics core before it finishes? He can't target the Marines in the bunker, so they're going for the pylon. Are they going to get the pylon in time? It doesn't look like they will. So unfortunate for kogeT, but fortunate for Noob. He's going to get his range up. And is that going to be enough to allow him to hold on to the game? Now, kogeT still hasn't done anything back at home. He's adding on more SCVs. He stopped producing Marines, so we could see an expansion come up for him. But with range, it's going to be very, very difficult for kogeT to actually deal with these Dragoons. I think Noob has held on. He's taken so much damage. But the all-in has been averted by Noob. Now, it looks like kogeT is going to try and throw away his last Marines to try and get these Dragoons, but great micro by Noob. Is going to be able to hold him on, and is this going to be enough to keep kogeT out of the game? It looks like the SCV actually got in the bunker rather than repairing. That was a little bit of a misclick. But one SCV isn't going to be able to hold it against the 3 Dragoons. Now, does he have any units back at home? Does he have anything back home? It looks like he's trying to take this this natural behind his base, but what is he going to do to hold against the Dragoons? How is he going to hold his ramp? Noob immediately going for that expansion, knowing he's got a brilliant advantage. He's up in supply, and he is up in army. Now, it looks like kogeT trying to move one of those barracks into Noob's main. Will not be able to get it there, but that is going to stop, at least for the time being, Noob's units from being able to go in. Looks like we're going to have kogeT building a bunker at the top of his ramp, but he does only have 2 Marines. Is that going to be enough to hold on? The command center is coming back up here. We have a robo coming in as well. And the game is starting to stabilize, but of course, kogeT is in a fairly awful position now. If he can get his expansion up, then maybe he could get away with it. But it's going to be difficult. Noob is ahead in pretty much every facet of the game. He's got quicker gas. He's up in tech. He's up in army supply. He's up in workers. Well, actually, workers I think he might be behind. I think that's about 20 workers in the... Yeah, he's actually up in workers. So even though kogeT did kill so many probes, he did lose a lot of SCVs. He's finally got his factory coming up, and he is going to be able to stabilize. But is he going to be able to deal with the eventual Reavers that are going to come out here, or is this just going to be for a shuttle? Are we going to see that Reaver tech, or is he just going to go for a Bulldog? Now, one thing to point out, Herbie, is the good foreigners now are actually really good. You may have missed a lot of games because you've only just come back from a really long break, but I mean, Eon Zerg took games off of Best on ladder. He's taking games off other people as well. kogeT's done similar. He's kogeT beat a few Koreans in tournaments. I know Terra took out Lava in a best of 5. Or was it best of 3 in Habatnu, which Lava was not happy about, but certainly foreigners are doing a hell of a lot better against Koreans these days. Cadenzi, one of the female Scottish players from Scotland, she actually recently was invited to be an Africa partner. She now lives in Korea, and she's participating in all of their leagues as well. She's arguably the best female player in the world, so kind of crazy right now for her, but definitely foreigners gonna be hard to catch up with the Koreans, but they're certainly doing a lot better. kogeT gonna have a hard task against him. Yeah, Scottish players from Scotland. But you know what? As happy as I am for kogeT, I'm kind of disappointed as well because it means like the only really active UK Brood War player who I used to play a lot of games with is gone. So I've lost my Zerg practice partner to Korean hours, and that sucks. But you know what? I'm really, really happy for her. I'm glad it's all working out. And we actually have we have 2 factories coming in now for kogeT. He's going for a very quick armory. This is going to allow him to get a Goliath very quickly as well, which he's going to need to deal with this shell that's going to be coming in to his natural. Now this is going to be the problem. It's going to take him a very long time to break through these eggs. He did kill the Arbiter so he can see them, but this Reaver is going to get in there before he can do anything. Now, I'm actually really, like, one thing I'm just going to point out that I'm really surprised about, because it's my first cast in a while, I didn't think the viewer count would get as high as it has, so thank you very much to the 116 people viewing right now. Hopefully you're enjoying the tournament. And there we go, a nice first Scarab going down, but kogeT pulling his SCVs away, and now that Reaver is going to have to go into the danger zone to do any damage. But I mean, this is still going to be a lot of damage. There's not actually a tank here to defend. 5 kills on that Reaver already. And kogeT's units are being forced away and away. Looks like we're going to have the Reaver doing a lot of damage. Currently building a Wraith. That's a little bit too late. He possibly could have built that before. The Dragoon has been cleaned up, but look at kogeT. All of his units being forced back and forth, back and forth. And all of this is time not mining. Now those eggs are actually enough to wall off the Reaver Scarabs. The shuttle is still very high on health. We actually have a tank. No Goliath coming in yet, though. Gonna rely entirely on the Wraith to deal with this. But he's got no units to kill the actual Reaver. And this is where the problem happens. Like, he's got shuttle speed, so the Wraith is going to be able to micro this down. But he will save the Reaver for the time being. He needs to keep the Wraith alive, though. Save the Wraith, please, kogeT. You can't afford to lose that. And he loses it at the last possible second. Meanwhile, while this is going on, n00B is able to take a 3rd base at his natural, his 2nd natural as well. He's got 3 gateways up. He's going into his upgrades himself. +1 attack will be on the way. He's just loaded up another Reaver in another shuttle as well. He's going to have 2 Reavers, 1 shuttle, and I mean kogeT is still in a very dire situation. He's got no mines to defend against this. His only Wraith, his only anti-air went down. He doesn't have any Goliaths. And this could be the moment that kogeT is going to really struggle to defend. It looks like he's finally broke his way through, but GG is called, and SouL are going to take a 3-1 victory against NetWars. Now, that was a really exciting series. We had some close games. Unfortunately, kogeT's all-in did fail, and that is something that can happen if your all-in fails. Now, I'm just going to report that game in the overlay. We'll switch over to the results screen to round us out for the evening, and then I'll explain when STPL will be back again. So if you just give me 1 second. Yeah, but really, really well played by n00B. He did a really good job holding on to that. That was by the wire. He lost so many probes, but just about had enough. So let's move on over to the overlay. Let's have a look at the results for that series. If you've missed any of the games today, by the way, the VODs will be up on my YouTube channel tomorrow. That's KicksSC on YouTube rather than KicksSD. I know that's confusing. I need to fix that somehow. Kicks was taken on Twitch, that's the problem. But either way, let's move on over to the overlay. Let's have a look at the results to round off the series. And here we go. So as you can see, Richley took out Kingpin in our first game of the series. Dandy took out Radley in a pretty cool TVZ, although Radley had a serious case of the fancy GG timing. That was beyond. He was a Dragon Ball meme. Yeah, he went even further beyond the fancy GG timing. Yeti taking the walkover win over Spire. Spire did fall asleep, and by the time he came back, Yeti had unfortunately had to go, so they couldn't play. But n00B rounding off the series for a 3-1 victory over NetWars, with n00B taking out kogeT there in that final game. I don't have the next matchup screen ready, unfortunately. It's ready, but I don't know who I'm going to cast tomorrow. But STPL, let's take me back to the main screen, I guess. STPL will be back tomorrow at 2100 CEST, same time, same place, and hopefully Tomorrow I will be joined by Rapid, so I will be solo casting everything. He was with me at the start and then Discord died, so that's a bit unfortunate, but hopefully you've all enjoyed watching the stream. I've enjoyed casting it for you. It's been the first time I've cast in about 2-3 weeks, so it's been a bit weird for me, but I'm glad I'm getting back into the swing of things, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow, and I will post the matchups tomorrow morning, most likely, of who we're going to see. So have a good night, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are, and I will see you guys tomorrow at 2100 CEST, same time, same place, and have a great evening, guys. See you guys later. Have a good day.